Ooh, we are live. Hello, everybody. I'm Adriana from Single and Happy. This is my weekly publication. It's weekly for paid subscribers. It's monthly, every first Friday for sure. You will get a newsletter from me that is 100% free. But sometimes I'll post a little bit more because I'm building myself here and getting to know the app still. And I just came on to say Happy New Moon. And what I'm saying to all my people who know and love me is Happy New Moon Hose. Because when I look into the moon, it's called a black moon. I love Chani. Anybody who knows Chani Nicholas, like that's where I get my astrology info from. I'm not an astrologer, but I do enjoy the information and the synchronicities that show up in the stars. And my mom always tells me, she said, when you were born, I knew you were special. And I know maybe every mom or a lot of moms say that to their kids, but I feel like my mom really means it when she says it to me. And I was born under a full moon. And I just found out through the Chani app that my black moon Lilith is in Virgo. So I feel deeply connected to this moon. And I felt it all last week. Like I couldn't sleep last week. I was tossing and turning. I was anxious about a life decision that I just made that I feel very excited about, but it's still sort of like tangled up a little bit. Like I'm like, ooh, it's new. I don't know. I don't know. I'm building my confidence around it. And what I did yesterday was I got the guidance to make a spiritual bath for myself and cleanse old energies. Like I really feel there's something about this new moon that is like really new. And it feels very defining in a way, sort of like, okay, here's your chance. And I hear that we have another new moon in Virgo, like two consecutive. So this is a new moon in Virgo, but the next new moon is also in Virgo. And for me, this is so powerful right now. This is so meaningful right now that like you get two chances to like really solidify what it is you're going to spend your winter going after and working on. Like, what are you going to pour your energy into in this new cycle? And it's about time that you stop acting like you don't know because you do know what you want. And even if you're in the energy of like, I don't know what I want, you know what you don't want. And your no, when you say no to something, your no will bring you your yes. It's like the process of elimination. No, I don't want that. No, I don't want that. No, I don't want that. And then suddenly you start to get closer and you're like, yeah, I do want something like that. Yeah. So I feel like that's what this energy right now is about. So I've been saying Happy New Moon Hose because Lilith was thought to be that, like she was defiant. And some of the stories say something really different, like she wouldn't submit to Adam, but basically it's like she wanted to be on top and he wanted her in missionary and she was like, no. And then whatever, I'm not telling the story the way that it really goes, but I'm just going to give you the points that I'm remembering in this moment because it's sometimes your inspiration doesn't come from the whole meaning of a thing, but from a point of a thing. This is why you have to read the good books over and over again because each time you'll pull new knowledge, new wisdom from it. So the wisdom that I'm getting right now is that Lilith, one, my discovery, right? That my where my black moon Lilith is, and it happens to be in Virgo, and this happens to be the black new moon in Virgo, and it matches up. It just links up that days before I was feeling a particular way and feeling like those Virgo energies stir in me of like organization and cleanliness and spiritual hygiene and defining for myself the direction of my life and not being afraid of who I am. Like, don't be scared of who you are. Like, stop acting like you don't know what you want. Stop acting like you don't know who you are and live life because the greatest gift that we've been given is the ability to have experiences and joy. So I'm really feeling myself and I feel like happy new moon ho. It's like, what are you a hoe for? What are you a hoe about? Like this is I don't mean it in the sexual way, unless maybe you want to be You want to be that. That's good for you. But what I'm saying is, what will you give it all to? What can you say? Like, listen, when I close this door right here, when I close this door and I'm in this space and I'm with these people and I'm doing this thing, there is nothing about it that is shameful or dirty. Like, I'm a hoe for this all the way. I could do anything for this and not feel bad about it because inside of this container, I feel fully expressed. I feel really happy. I'm a hoe for this. So what are you a hoe for? Happy new moon, hoe. Like, be a hoe for that. Be all in for the things that you really want. And stop selling yourself short. Stop selling yourself for things that the world tells you you should want or you should have. Stop selling your heart and your soul for quote unquote success and start to define for yourself what your personal success means. Like, what does it mean? I like having slow mornings. I like being off on Mondays. I like being able to walk in the park every single day. I like being able to eat, fresh foods and chocolate and to not be embarrassed and to not sell out on that because you don't want to miss out on things or because you feel lonely or because your boredom has gotten the best of you. And let's start to find the gold in our loneliness and our boredom and what it is that can be stirred. You know, I like to cook from scratch and I always like to think like, what can I make from scratch here? Like you could sometimes look in the fridge and be like, there's nothing to eat, but there's always something to make. So inside of my boredom, inside of my loneliness, inside of my potential, I don't know what to do next. It's like, well, what do I have ingredients for? What do I have the ingredients for? What can I make out of this? And I really think that this new moon, these next two moons, this is what I'm being guided to do for myself. You know, what do you want? What do you want? Like, what do you want? What are you going to do with what you want? How are you going to get it? And what else did I want to say? I guess I wanted to say a few more things. Let me tell you the truth. The truth is that I do stories on Instagram and I just like turn the stories on and I start talking and ranting and rambling. And sometimes they do really well. And in my effort to sort of like pull away from Instagram, like the habit is still there. And I know that I can make stories here, but I keep making stories over there. And so when I realized like, oh, make your stories on Substack, like stop feeding into Instagram so much and start building over here. I turned the camera on and realized like I could be doing this. I could be pouring into Single and Happy. I do have to say that Single and Happy is a really good place to be. I started off single and not so happy. Like, when is it going to be my turn? Play my little tiny violin. But inside of that, patience, hard work, chop wood, carry water, go to work every day, learn the responsibility, like learn the beauty of being a responsible adult, doing what you have to do before doing what you want to do, because there's a pathway in that. Because really, sometimes you think you want something, but is it really you who wants it, or do you want it because you're supposed to? You know what I'm saying? And so there's a gift in not getting what you want because sometimes it's not even really what you want. It's just what you think you want because everybody else is doing it. And so that void, that empty space, that loneliness, that boredom, that frustration are the ingredients. Those are the ingredients to start from scratch. Like, no, get to your core, get to like the real you, real you, real you. And I really feel that energy now for us. So my encouragement to you is to dance to Fela Kuti tonight and shake off everything that was, write it down, stir it in a pot, give yourself a good cleansing and your home a good cleansing. And then don't be afraid to start over because this is the perfect, if there were ever a time to do it, it's now. And the world really is in our hands. We have so much collective power, and the more responsible you get about your own life, the more the world is sustained in stability and strength and courage. And our collective power can do so much, but has to start right here. Okay, I hope it made sense. I hope that you subscribe. I hope that you start to read the newsletter. It's free every month, every first Friday of the month, and first Fridays in 2 weeks. So get on the list. And if you pay for the whole year, you'll get weekly updates and stories. And I'm in the process of writing my next collection of short stories. And those who pay will be the first to receive. So thank you so much. Happy New Moon, Hope.